If you're new to lacrosse, you might be wondering what are the positions of this sport and what best suits your game. So in this video, we are going to break down the different positions in boys lacrosse. Let's do it. First, there are 4 main positions in lacrosse: attack, midfield, defense, and goalie. And then within them, there are more specialized positions, but let's first begin with the main positions here. There are 3 attackmen on the field per team, and they must stay on the offensive side of the field. Attackmen are usually the players with the best stick skills on the team because they need to be able to pass, shoot, cradle, and dodge so that they can score goals. When it comes to the 3 attackmen, there are specific roles even amongst them. There is the ex-attackman who plays behind the net. They're usually the playmaker, initiating the offense from behind the net through a dodge and then feeding their teammates or even taking the ball themselves to score on the net. Then there are the wing attackmen, and these are some of the best shooters on the team. There's a lefty wing, there's a righty wing, so depending on what hand you play with, you'll pick the side that suits you best. And as the game takes shape, you'll see the attackmen rotate around, switch positions, and sometimes end up on the crease, which is in front of the net. This is a common place for attackmen to receive passes and put a quick shot on net. Next is midfield. Midfield plays both sides of the field, so they play both offense and defense. These are typically the most athletic players on the team or have the best cardio. Because they're playing both sides of the field, they need to be pretty good at both offense and defense. Now, with that being said, within midfield, there are some more specialized positions. First is LSM, long stick defensive midi. You have 3 long poles on defense already, so when your team's on defense, you can substitute a 4th pole on in place of one of your midfielders. This is the LSM. LSMs are typically athletic, skilled with the long pole, and have great cardio so that they can transition on offense if needed. LSMs are usually matched up with the opposing team's best midfielder, so they need to be athletic and dangerous with that long pole. Next is short stick defensive midi. This is the most underappreciated position in lacrosse because these are the scrappy guys that win the middle of the field. Short stick defensive middies substitute onto the field when your team is on defense. So you have 4 long poles on the field already, but then you have 2 short stick defensive middies covering the other team's midfielders. Then you have offensive middies. These are the guys that come onto the field when your team has the ball to help your offense score goals. You'll see them alley dodging up top, setting picks, and firing long-range missiles in the back of the net. You'll need to have stamina to play this position because if you lose the ball and the other team quickly pushes it the other way, you need to get on your horse, get back, and play some defense. And the last specialized midi position is, of course, the face-off.
Face. Oh, the face.
Face-off, frequently referred to as FOGO, for face-off, get-off, is the player that takes face-offs for their team. A face-off is a draw at the beginning of the game and after each goal is scored. It's when 2 players get down, wait for the ref to blow the whistle, and then they fight for the ball. This is a tough position because it's highly technical. There are a lot of techniques to win face-offs, but it's also very physical. You have to be able to box out the other face-off man, and you're going up against a guy one-on-one. But FOGOs are one of the most valuable players on your team because if you can win face-offs consistently, that is a massive advantage for your team to have. You can be playing make it take it ball where you score a goal, win another face-off, score another goal, win a face-off. You just rinse and repeat. And this is why colleges will literally give out full ride scholarships to FOGOs who are dominant in their position. Next, we are moving on to defense. Each team has 3 defenders on the field, each have a long pole in their hands. Their job is simple: prevent the other team from scoring. Defenders are usually strong and have great footwork so that they can keep up with quick and shifty attackmen. They also need to be able to throw hard checks and steal the ball from the other team. Defenders need to stay on their defensive half of the field. If they cross the midfield line, they can be called for offsides. However, they can carry the ball over the midfield line if someone else stays back in their place. And last but not least, we have the most important position on the field, and that is the goalie. Goalies are tasked with the impossible job of making saves on the lacrosse field. They play with a goalie stick, which has a much wider head to help them make saves. And they're also protected with a throat guard and chest protector in addition to their regular lacrosse equipment. You'll often see lacrosse goalies wear sweatpants to soften the blow to their knees, but also to cover more surface area in net and make some more saves. Goalies are the vocal leaders of their defense. You'll hear them barking out commands the entire game to keep their defense in lockstep. If you're gonna play goalie, you'll definitely want to develop quick hand-eye coordination and a fearless mentality. So there you have it, guys. These are all of the positions in lacrosse. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more lacrosse content. I'll see y'all next time.